welcome to the Loungeathos Live Lounge, the one, the only, Casey Barnes.
Hello, it is good to be here. We're having a great time.
We are having a great time. I believe you had a bit of a wild night last night.
We did. We did. We celebrated pretty hard. We had our headline show at the Long Yard.
Yes.
Lucky enough to sell it out for the second year in a row, and it's just such a good night. Great night. It always is, and great crowd, and we definitely celebrated afterwards. It was good fun.
Yes, I think I heard during your interview with Dan, did you get a gold aria?
It was a bit of a surprise.
Yeah.
One of my songs that I guess has been the biggest song of my career. It's a track called God Took His Time on You.
Yes, we've been playing that
And,
for years.
It's so funny. Like I never in a million years envisaged that it was going to connect with so many people, and
It's a beautiful song.
it was always a tribute, to my wife. That's what I wrote the song about, and last night certified ARIA Gold, my first ever ARIA Gold record for that song. So the guys presented it to me as a surprise on stage, and it was
That's really nice.
pretty special.
Yeah, awesome. All right, now you've played with all the amazing big names, Bryan Adams, Diesel, you've won ARIAs, Golden Guitar Awards, just to name a few. But let's strip it right back to the beginning. What inspired you to become a musician?
That's a very good question. I'd have to say my mum. My mum and my dad, both musical. Mum had an amazing record collection, and she always played guitar and a little bit of squeeze box and some keyboards. She loves the squeeze box. And she had this handwritten notebook with all of her favourite songs and the chords, and I used to loan it off her and lock myself in the bedroom and try and learn how to play all these songs, and they were all
so cool.
old James Taylor and Eagles and Elton John, the Beatles, and all that sort of stuff, and that's what I grew up listening to. And I guess then I sort of developed this dream of maybe one day that's what I'd love to do, and after that I was lucky to have an incredible music teacher in high school who got me out of my comfort zone, and as much as at the time I was super nervous, didn't want to do it, but he got me up in front of the whole school assembly to perform, and after I got a taste of that, I did it once, I was like, I reckon I could get used to this, this is a bit of all right. It was, and then it was just like ticking off the next goal, It was like, then I grew up in Tassie and used to walk past this little pub on the corner on my way to school that had a blackboard out the front, and actually it's funny, the Wolf Brothers, we only worked this out, have the same story, exactly the same story, but they grew up around Hobart and I was around Launceston, so same pub but different locations, and we used to walk past and used to see who's playing on different nights, and I used to just go, if I can just get my name on that blackboard, I don't care what night of the week it is, I've hit the big time. And funnily enough, that was my first ever gig. I think it was a Tuesday night, and at the time I thought, that's it. That's I've hit the pinnacle. I'm doing pub gigs, but then you go on to the next goal. And,
just becoming a superstar.
It's just been, I've just been very lucky, and I sometimes have to stop and pinch yourself and be grateful.
Yeah, awesome. Speaking of the Wolf Brothers, maybe you guys should team up and do
I think we should.
I think you guys should.
Look,
I had them in here earlier.
I love those boys.
They're really fun.
They are. They're good.
Very
They're good boys, fellow Tasmanians. We've got a great friendship that we've been able to get to know one another super well over the last few years, because we're always on the same sort of festivals, and we often send messages to one another, and the latest thing, actually, Nick's been helping me. I noticed we've got a nice little setup here with the mics and all, and we're trying to up our game on social media, and Nick's been giving me advice and tips on how to the right wireless mic and all that sort of stuff, and they're good boys, good fellas, and it's great to see there's a lot of talent coming out of Tassie. It's good.
Yeah, so I think collaboration should be on the horizon.
I'm keen.
Yeah, if your manager's listening. Now, you're nominated for 3 Golden Guitars this year, and you've already won twice. Last year, how does that feel?
That last year was, with that and winning my first ARIA, was a dream come true. Never in a million years would I have ever thought those sort of things would have happened back when I was playing at the pub on the corner in Launceston. But look, to win those 2 golden guitars, the Toyota album of the year, which I guess is the big one, and the highest selling album, which is more a testament to your fans that have gone out and supported your record and bought it. So I'm super lucky to have such supportive fans, and also just the support you get at radio, and everyone that's just embraced my stuff. It's been amazing.
Yeah, awesome. Do you reckon, have any inkling of what you might win? Do you get that little feeling? You're like, oh, I reckon that's mine this year?
I reckon that's the worst thing you can possibly do, because you
Gotta
always
manifest it.
you sometimes set yourself up for disaster. I think it's funny, like, I mean, the other thing too, when you look at all the different categories, there's so much talent, which is great.
A lot of talent this year.
It's exciting, and anyone could win any of those categories. And when you look through the ones that I'm in, I'd be stoked if any of those guys won.
Yeah.
So I think, and that's the other thing I love about country music, is we all get along with one another, and we all want to see each other do well. So who knows what'll happen.
Awesome. Everything seems to be getting bigger and bigger for you. What's on the horizon? New album?
New album is done. It is done, and I'm super impatient because I wish I could release it tomorrow, but it is done. We've just got the masters back, and I'm so excited about it. It's come up really, really well. So that'll be out definitely in the first half of this year. Awesome. And then we've got a bunch of shows already booked for all over the country. We're heading to New Zealand for the first time next month, and then
that's cool.
Yeah. And then the big one that we're really looking forward to, which has been on the bucket list for a long time. It's the biggest country music festival in the world, called Stagecoach in America, in California.
Yeah.
And we're super lucky to be part of that, because the promoter happened to be, we played CMC Rocks a couple of years ago, and the promoter happened to catch our set, and must have liked what she saw, and spoke to our manager and said, who are these guys, and we want to get them over. So we've landed a Guernsey at Stagecoach in amongst
really cool.
Willie Nelson and Morgan Wallen, Beach Boys, Post Malone. It's mental.
That's crazy. Look, I see a lot of collaborations there, Casey.
Oh, we're on the same night as Willie, so maybe we'll knock on his caravan and sift through the smoke and
do a collab.
Exactly. It's going to be good fun.
Now, you played your show at the Long Yard yesterday, or last night even. We're at Fanzone tomorrow.
Yes. Actually, no. We did it today.
Oh, today? Oh.
Today.
I don't know what day it is anymore, to tell you the truth.
Well, I can relax now.
You're done.
I'm done.
You're just going to go to the Golden Guitars?
Yep.
Win everything, and you're super.
I'm actually, the thing I'm looking forward to now is just going around and catching some of my mates that are playing.
Yeah.
Troy Casadale, we've got this afternoon. Yeah. I want to go and see his show, and Lee's playing tonight, so I want to see him. And I mean, God, sometimes you wish you could be in 3 places at once.
Clone yourself.
Yeah, the Wolfies are playing tomorrow, and there's a lot of good shows happening.
Yeah, awesome. I've got probably the most important question. We're asking everybody this.
Right.
Toilet paper. Do you hang it, pretend my hand's the wall? Do you hang it this way or this way?
That's a crime. That is a crime.
That's a crime?
That's a no. That's a big, that's correct.
Who
does it the other way?
Few people.
That's mental.
Few people. And one last thing. Would you sign our roll of renown, please? As you can see, we've got a lot of signatures on here.
That is excellent.
I
love it.
And we've got a bonus question. What's the weirdest thing you've ever signed or autographed?
The weirdest thing I've ever signed. It's weird when ladies want you to sign their boobs. That's a really awkward one for me.
Yeah.
I've signed a baby's head or arm. And I signed this bald guy. This bald guy. We did a show in Rockhampton, and he desperately wanted me to sign his head.
Wow.
And it's weird when I always find it interesting when people ask you to sign their arm or whatever, and then they literally go and get it tattooed.
Yeah.
That's next level.
Yeah.
So they're probably the funniest ones.
The funniest ones.
So this isn't going to get used later on down
the
track?
No. The Darlinghurst girls were very concerned that someone was going to
I love those girls.
With that. Yeah, they're so fun, aren't they?
Actually, funny story. Pagan from Darlinghurst, we played CMC Rocks last year, right?
Yep.
We did the songwriter round, which is this really cool, intimate part of CMC Rocks where you strip the songs back and tell stories about, the ideas behind your songs. And before we came out on stage, Darlinghurst had actually just played on the same stage, and Pagan wears this really thick red lipstick,
Yeah.
right? And she'd used the same microphone that I ended up getting, right? And I had no idea. Red lipstick all over
See
the
where this is
mic,
going.
and I had no idea. And I'm up singing, and then like halfway through the show, I look like this clown, and I had no idea about it. And all of the photos of me from that show are hilarious. And like as soon as I walked off, yeah, God, my
But
manager
I
came
didn't know
over.
you wore red lipstick, Casey.
Yes, that's Pagan. Thank you so much. I owe you for that.
Awesome. Thank you for joining me on the Lounges Plus Live Lounge. Enjoy the rest of the festival. You get to relax.
Thank you very much.
And fingers crossed, all three. You win all three.
Oh, appreciate
on
it.
the
Thanks very
weekend.
much. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.